In today's video, we are discussing a magic card that has spiked over 800%, and we're going to explain exactly why this is happening. The fate of some magic cards can be fundamentally altered by a big win at a tournament, and this card, well, it's had several, and now players are starting to notice. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. And of course, we don't waste time with this stuff. We're going to dive right into this card so you guys can see what we're talking about. Here we have This Town Ain't Big Enough. This is from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is an instant and it is an uncommon. But as you can see from the price chart, this thing is shooting up in value. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why. This card, when we take a closer look and look at what the combination is going to be, it is a 5 casting cost. On paper, it looks horrible. It's an instant, but when you read it, it says this spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a permanent you control. And you can return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner hands. So you think it can be offense or defense, but in this case, we are in self-preservation mode. We are using this on ourselves because it costs 3 less. It's going to cost us 1 blue and 1 other mana, but there's a lot more going on. Now, our next card that I'm going to share with you is going to be the Valley Floodcaller. This card's like $3 to buy copies of this, and of course, you can see it's a rare Otter Wizard. 3 casting costs for a 2/2 with Flash, and it says, you may cast non-creature spells as though they had Flash. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and you untap them. So I want you to think about how these things could all start being utilized. Okay, start thinking about the flow. Now our next card, we have the Song. Okay, now the Song says for a red +X, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Now you can see if we back it up, that's going to work with the Flood Caller, pumping out all kinds of crazy stuff. They have haste. Okay, now we get to the final piece, the linchpin that is going to hold this all together. Enduring Vitality. 2 green, 1 other for a 3/3 with Vigilance that says creatures you control have add to your mana pool of any one color. Okay, and if it dies, it still sticks around. It's a real pain to get rid of. So think about when you summon these creatures in, they're going to have haste if you use the right card. The Flood Caller is going to give everything huge pump ups. Vitality is going to let you tap these things for mana and give you almost like an infinite mana loop because you are going to be able to use This Town Ain't Big Enough to unsummon things to get them back into play so they can be retapped and reused with haste and also to pump them back up again. This combo is going to be an insane type of it's going to be a run-on beast. Now let me just back this up. Let's talk about what we've just witnessed because this isn't the first time. This has been used in Standard already, and I've seen this played a few times. I just didn't realize exactly how popular this little setup is becoming. It is becoming a multi-way to win the game. All or in part of these combinations need to be dealt with. You need to be able to stop them. And a lot of players, let's face it, the way we build our decks now, having the answer to all of these is not really in the run of things. And when it hits you, it's going to hit you all at once. It's going to happen and look like pieces on a board until it just floods out with these massive rats that are just going to run you over because they all have haste. Insane to think about, right? All the pump-ups that are going to happen. So that's the good news. That's the combination. Very inexpensive, very easily affordable by most players who are playing Standard. And this thing has won some championships. This has been some big win matches already, and it's going to keep going. And the whole thing about uncommons right now that we've seen in Standard, so many of these cards are $5-6 now. And that puts them on par with what we used to hope was the value of rares a couple of years back with sets like Ikoria. We had a really hard time, other than Triumphs or some mana-based cards, having that value drive home. And here we have a card spiking up this amount because it's now become a wider range thing. We talked about the rumor mill when people find out the combinations and really start using it. I have seen this played against me. I have died to it many times in Arena and only 1 or 2 times in personal matches on a Friday Night Magic. So I haven't seen it in personal gameplay a lot, but I have seen it on Arena numerous times, and that's people working out the strategy the synergy before they buy the cards and put it together. And it looks like a lot of players are now touching base, touching home, and picking up copies of the card, which means the spike we're talking about is probably going to hold on there for a little while longer. This card is going to meander back down probably about 12 weeks from now, but it won't go back down to being like a dollar card or anything. It's going to stay a lot higher because these cards are all staying in standard for years. These combinations, these little telltale signs of an easy win are going to be readily available for players to utilize, and you're going to have to keep your minds on the ball. You're going to have to see what's going on. So either way, I wanted to report on this and let you guys know about this combination, explain what's happening with the spike so you're better informed, and you might be playing against it soon so you can work on ways to counteract it and stop this stuff from happening to you. Either way, I want to thank you guys for stopping by my channel today, hanging out with me, and going over another card spike that happened in this short amount of time with values this high. And it happens because of what's going on. I don't think people realize how popular Standard is kind of coming back right now. There's so many people I see building decks and talking about it, playing some casual matches. I've played some Friday night stuff for fun, and I've played against some serious decks. Ones that I would consider being pretty competitive, okay? They faced off against my Heir Apparent. They faced off against a few of my Sheoldred decks. And I rocked a few people. I've been rocked. My Slick Shot, the Sure Shot deck, I'm doing fine. That thing still is a monster to deal with. But you'll know if you're dead or alive with that deck in about 2 turns. You will know the writing's on the wall, if they have answers or if they don't. So the way we see things shaping up, there's a lot more popularity coming back to Standard than I think people realize. And that is causing a lot more sales to kind of ramp up as Wizards focuses or kind of redoubles some efforts to have more focus on Standard. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being here on the channel. And of course, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with another video. And if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. I put out new content every single day. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Have a great day. Play some Magic. Kick it. See you soon. Hey guys, a big shout out and thank you for all you amazing people out there who support my channel. To the patrons, to the YouTube membership members who make it happen each and every day. You guys are the Wonder Wheel masters of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, man. You bring it home each and every day. Thanks again. To everyone else out there who watches, gives the videos thumbs up, and gets to hang out with us, I want to thank you as well, guys. It's awesome to be here every single day. Well, well, well. You're back. You showed up. You snuck in, didn't you? You didn't close the door. You just came in the back quietly to this particular moment. The ramble and the jamble. I know. I'm excited you guys are here. I can't believe it. It is one of those moments where I go, yeah, I'm lucky enough, and you're lucky enough, and we're all lucky together. And some of those uncommons are ridiculously expensive when you look back on the last few years. What is going on? If I pull up an uncommon like the Golem Artisan, a curvy foil, and I look at this and go, hey, target artifact gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Target artifact gains a choice of flying, triple ace. You think this thing's a beast? No, it's worth nothing probably. But some of these new uncommons, woo, they got price tags attached to them. And Wizards is going to make money on that reprint equity when they put a premium product together and they stick some of these cards in there. Ooh, that money-making machine. Open your wallets. Get ready for it. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. You snuck in, you tricky little people, you. Oh, it's a crazy thing. Wait, maybe I'm not done. Is there more to say right now? Is there something else I can add to this conversation? Other than you cheeky little monkey sneaking in the back? Nah, that's it. That's it. It's one of those days. I'm feeling kind of funky, you know? Got that good feeling going. The good vibe. I like it. I like it. I hope you're having a good time. Your kids helped out today. They did some dishes. They vacuumed. You did your own dishes. You cleaned up your kitchen. Maybe the toilet. I don't know. Something. I hope someone good today. Something you didn't expect. A little surprise. Like, oh, free donut. I don't know. Good moods come along only so often. When a good mood comes along, you got to embrace that good mood. Ramble jamble.